Hi, my name is Jacquelyn Hole and I'm an AIESEC alumni from the 1980s. These days I'm a journalist at ABC Television working in current affairs, and you could say that those years of making cold calls to businesses for sponsorship, donations, events has really paid off, because these days I spend my working hours making cold calls to businesses, to politicians, to individuals, trying to persuade them to come across with the goods on television. So I owe that debt to AIESEC for having broken me in all those years ago, and to be fearless in picking up the telephone. One was when I was attending an international congress in the early 1980s, when the Eastern Europe was in uproar, and that solidarity and independence movements or democracy movements were being suppressed by the government under the influence of the USSR. The Polish delegation, which was normally a really large one, with I think something like 400 traineeships, arrived halfway through the Congress, and they stood up and addressed the 400 delegates there, and they announced that they had come alone with no traineeships. The government had closed them down, and they came bearing nothing but their goodwill and their desire to remain connected to the outside world, and they received a standing ovation. And that was a really powerful reminder or expression of the fact that students could reach out and make a difference in each other's lives just by our own desire for connectivity. I'm definitely coming to the 50th anniversary. It's a great chance to see people who I really don't get to see very often these days, and also to look at the old dinosaurs about how they're going. And believe it or not, to the young ones, you are fascinated to know how the organisation has developed and changed, and how things are still the same. I'm going to ask you boring questions about how many traineeships you raise, who's offering them, how long people are coming for. The nuts and bolts of AIESEC are still fascinating, and they're intergenerational. So I look forward to seeing some old friends and seeing some new friends, putting faces and names together from the old days, even older than me, and the names of people who've come afterwards. So see you then. Come up and say hi.